So, move my microphone up there. Right. We're live on there?
We are
live on there.
But now that we're not using...
Oh, just tap my phone, would you? Oh, no, there you go. Right, well, live on there. We're everywhere. So, welcome along to our live, basically. We're now live on YouTube and on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's because the way the camera films for the normal podcast episode, I've just seen that these are all skew now. They have to be skew for the fisheye, but the fisheye isn't on this camera for whatever reason. So now they're just
it's a small thing. It's a minor thing.
It is.
Anyway, welcome into the cupboard for our first live stream. You'll need your phone to be able to read comments on there. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to give you a quiz. 12 questions, but relatively straightforward questions, I think. We'll take it in turns reading them. Play along at home, see what your score is at the end. Tell us what your score is, and we'll see who comes out on top. You know, who gets bragging rights. But yes, we intend on doing a few more of these every now and again to give you guys a look into the cupboard when we're not in the middle of recording and such. So, shall we begin?
Yes, let's begin.
You don't seem sure.
There's a little bit of lag between us recording this live and people actually watching it live, so we might just have to.
That's all right. We can go with that. So, we will start and see where we get to. So, 12 questions. Get a piece of paper and a pen. If you want to write them down. We'll go through the questions and then we'll give you the answers at the end. So, start things off. Question number 1. How long were the arms of an average Tyrannosaurus Rex? It's a standard one in metric. I've not gone in feet and inches for this one.
You can't say long enough to pick a nose.
Well, yeah, true. So you've got question number 2.
I have. So question number 2 is: what is the nickname of the most complete T-Rex specimen ever discovered?
It's a controversial one, that one as well.
It is. When I saw the answers, like, yeah, that you have to pick a side.
True. Question number 3. What was the first carnivorous dinosaur to be discovered in Antarctica? And yes, believe it or not, you do get dinosaurs in Antarctica. In fact, there are still dinosaurs there today. They're called penguins. So, yeah.
But that's not what. That's
no,
not the
no,
answer.
That's not the first dinosaur to be discovered in Antarctica.
Non-avian dinosaur.
Yeah, it was a little bit greener at that point.
Question number 4. What is the UK's smallest bird, weighing only around 5 to 6 grams, roughly the same as a 20p piece? That's a 20p coin.
Did you know the answer to this one beforehand?
I did not know the answer to this one before, no.
This one, I will warn you, it's probably not the answer you're thinking. So, yeah.
It wasn't the answer I was thinking.
There you go, see. So, staying with the theme of small birds, number 5 is: what is the smallest bird in the world? This one, if you were to put it up against the largest bird in the world, the ostrich, would actually fit inside of its eyeball. It's that small. Not that I've tried to fit one of these inside of an eyeball of an ostrich, but just sheer size, it would fit.
Question number 6. What bird appears on the flag of Papua New Guinea?
Did you know that one beforehand?
I did know that one beforehand, yeah.
Good. We don't need specific species for that one, but the group of birds that they are. So we go out of the dinosaurs, both non-avian and avian. To what bear, number 7, has the scientific name Ursus arctos?
Oh, I like that question. That's one that could catch a few people out.
What does that one mean again? Ursus arctos.
I'm not going to say it because...
Oh, that would give the answer away. Yeah, fair enough.
Question number 8. Are there more humans or rats on Earth?
And politicians don't count as rats because that's insulting to rats. It's just plain and simple, that one. Okay. Number 9. What animal has the highest blood pressure? This is an animal that, I'd like to put one of those blood pressure cuffs around it and see what happens.
Yeah,
I assume that's literally how that they'd actually
I would imagine
find these sort of things out. Yeah.
I'd imagine so. Question number 10. What animal has the most teeth? I can tell you it's probably not the one that you're thinking of.
Number 11. What insect can taste with its feet?
I'm
not
really glad.
Not taste feet, can taste with its feet.
I'm just really glad that we don't have that ability.
Why? Your shoes that bad?
Sometimes. Question number 12. What is the only marsupial living in North America?
One of my favorites, actually. Never seen one. Animal. I've never seen one in real life. I've always wanted to get up close to one of those. But
don't think we have any captive in the UK.
No, I don't believe so.
So it will be more than likely a trip to America if you want.
There are members of that family in the UK, but they're not that species. So yeah. So we'll give you a minute or two just to finalise your answers. I feel if there was a pub quiz, take your answers to the bar or whatever. No conferring.
If you're watching this later, you're not allowed to fast forward to this bit.
Well,
to get your answers.
I mean, that's just cheating. You may as well just have typed them all into Google.
Though saying that, if you listen to me say that, then you would have already gotten to that point.
You're falling into a time paradox.
Yeah.
Is there any comments that you wanted to read out before we begin?
There are no comments. Nobody has answered any questions yet.
Oh, okay. Well, on YouTube, that is.
On YouTube,
I can't quite see. We've got people on TikTok, but I can't see what they're saying. There are people there. I can see it. It's all sort of scrolling up. But you're sideways on my phone, unfortunately. Anyway, shall we commit to the answers then?
We shall unveil the truth.
Yes.
If they can handle the truth.
So,
good film.
Question number 1 was, how long were the arms of an average Tyrannosaurus Rex? The answer is 1 meter. They're surprisingly long. Everyone thinks of T-Rex as being this short-armed, stubby creature, but surprisingly long, and they could whiff. They could whiff. They could whiff.
When they held their arms up,
they hadn't invented deodorant yet, so I suppose.
Cretaceous BO.
They could lift a surprising amount of weight, but you want really short. You want short arms. You need to go and look at the Abelisaurids, Carnotaurus.
Yes,
they're ridiculous arms that are basically nubs.
Yeah, I recommend the Prehistoric Planet.
So you can see them doing that.
Yeah, the jazz hands.
Yep.
Yeah, they were surprisingly strong arms as well for so small arms. Anyway, question number 2. What is the nickname of the most complete T-Rex specimen ever discovered? It's Sue.
And do you know why she was called, or why it was called Sue?
I actually don't know why it was called Sue.
So I would highly recommend, if you can find it, a documentary called Dinosaur 13, which is all about the controversy around Sue the T-Rex. Essentially, Sue was the name of the girlfriend of the fossil hunter who discovered Sue.
Right.
And he named it in honor of her. But this dinosaur has gone through so much turmoil of who owns it, who basically, is in control of it and everything. At one point, the American government stepped in and literally took it from I believe it was I want to say the Blackwater Museum or something like that, where it was being housed by the people who dug it up. There's a whole controversy over the land that it was on, who owned the land. It was partly on tribal land as well. So there's all these different people who are competing to basically own it, and then the government basically stepped in and took it and then sold it off.
What tribe would be in that area?
I can't remember. But watch that documentary. It's very good.
I will do.
Dinosaur 13. It's a really interesting one. So moving on to question number 3.
Question number 3
is, what is the first carnivorous dinosaur to be discovered in Antarctica? It is Cryolophosaurus, a personal favourite dinosaur of mine ever since finding out about it as a kid. It's got its name literally means frozen crested lizard. And it's got this wonderful sort of scooped little crest on top of its head.
Yeah.
It was an early carnivorous dinosaur that, whilst at this point Antarctica was essentially joined to Australia, and it was green and covered in lush plants and tropical forests and everything. It was towards the South Pole, but it wasn't in the same position that it is today.
No.
And a really amazing looking creature. One of the earliest sort of large theropods at that point.
Yeah, and a really cool animal. You've done a creature feature on it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Check out the creature feature on that.
That would just be one of the audio ones.
It would be an audio
back in the day. Yeah.
And you can find that on anywhere that you want to listen to your podcasts. Question number 4: what is the UK's smallest bird, weighing only about 5 to 6 grams, which is roughly the same as a 20p piece or 20p coin? And the answer is, of course, the gold crest.
Of course, you knew that.
Of course, I did know that. Unless they have been watching from the start, in which case I'm full of lies and deceit.
What did you think it was?
I actually thought it was like one of the wagtails.
Ah,
very light, dainty little.
I mean, they're dainty, but they're certainly. Most people go for the wren. Most people think wrens are the smallest.
They are small. They are very small. But I've always looked at wrens and thought that they had a kind of secret henchness to them.
I mean, they could be quite vicious with each other.
That's exactly why I thought that.
But the gold crest, if you manage to see one of them, they are stunning little birds with they have a gold splash on the top of their head here that gives them their name.
And when they catch the light, when they come out, like if they're spooked out of a tree and they all come out and they catch the light, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Like a yellow flash in the sky.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Really nice little birds. You may get them coming to your bird table this time of the year as well. So, it's me actually. What am I saying? So, what is the smallest bird in the world? Was number 5. Like I say, can fit inside the eyeball of an ostrich. Not that I've tried it. Is the bee hummingbird.
I don't think the ostrich would be too happy about that.
No, I don't think it would at all.
A long, sharp bill.
Well, no, they've got a relatively short bill compared to a lot of other hummingbirds. You might be thinking of the sword-billed hummingbird. Which is the longest of the bills of those. But hummingbirds, really cool species.
I need to look more into hummingbirds. Birds, if you're new to the podcast, birds are kind of relatively new to me, aren't they?
They're cringe to you.
they're relatively over the last couple of years been more and more interested in them. Really,
I think. Well, as somebody said once, at some point in your 20s or 30s, someone will come to you and tell you about bird watching. Listen to that person. It's very important you do, because it'll serve you well. It's true.
So question number 6 was, what bird appears on the flag of Papua New Guinea? It is, of course, birds of paradise.
Yeah. I think it's a rangi bird of paradise, maybe.
I don't know. I'm not confident enough to.
It's a really cool flag.
It is, yeah, but I'm not confident enough to say which species it is, I'm afraid.
There are. When I was looking at when I was writing these questions earlier, there was quite a few ones that I could have picked to have, birds on a flag questions, and I went with Papua New Guinea because it's the one that's always stuck in my mind. That, and I think it's Uganda with the West African crown crane on it.
Yeah.
Things like, saying the bald eagle, that doesn't count because it's not on the American flag. It's just used on things. The same as the golden eagle's used on a lot of like Northern European flags. But yeah.
But of course, all flags pale in comparison to the Welsh flag.
I mean, it's not a bird, but
a dragon on it.
So that is true. It's not the only one with a dragon on it.
But it's the only one with a cool dragon.
Extra points if you can tell us what the other country in the world that has a dragon on its flag is. I'll reveal that one at the end. So, question number 7 was, what bear has the scientific name Ursus arctos?
This is the one that I think is going to catch people out.
It does. That's why I put it in there.
I didn't want to say the...
Well, tell us now what Ursus arctos means.
It's bear.
Yeah. It's the brown bear.
Bear.
Yes, because you can have Ursus arctos, which is the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Ursus is the Greek and Arctos is the Latin. Always
It
think
might actually be the other way around.
Okay.
I can't.
Essentially, one is Greek and one is Latin for bear. So you end up with the bear.
I've shamed myself.
He's going to have to look that up now.
Yes.
But yeah, the brown bear, even though Arctus makes you think it's going to be in the Arctic, so you may have thought polar bear.
I think Arctos is the Greek because Ursus sounds more like what the Spanish would be, which is Ossa. Yeah, there you go. Ursus is Latin, so Arctos is Greek, and that's usually the way around it is. It's usually Latin and then Greek.
So essentially, people would tend to think that is the polar bear, which is Ursus maritinus, the sea bear.
Sea bear. And
coming up.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about polar bears,
stay tuned. Yeah. Literally, just stay here. Don't go anywhere.
Do not go anywhere.
Okay. You have number 8.
Yes, number 8. Are there more humans or rats on Earth? And the answer is there are actually more humans.
Yeah.
There are 7.7. No, there's more rats. 7.7 to our 8 billion. No. Sorry. I've read that completely wrong. Oh dear. Screw it. We'll do it live.
Yeah, we are live.
It's more humans. 7.7 rats to our 8 billion.
Yeah. There's some debate over this as to how, because there's no official estimate on either. Actually, there's best guess for both. This question sent me down a whole rat hole almost.
I think they recently think that the 8 billion is a lot smaller than it actually is as well.
So basically, there's pretty much one rat per human. If there's not already more humans than rats, but yes, there are more humans than rats. Is the answer that we've got for this?
Sometimes we wish it was the other way around.
Yeah. Number 9. What animal has the highest blood pressure and is? Just imagine this animal sort of getting angry and just raging a little bit.
Now, I was hoping for at least one comical answer about this, but no, there's still no answers on YouTube.
That's fine. It's a giraffe, and the simple reason being, giraffes have incredibly long legs and incredibly long necks, and the heart has got to pump an awful lot of blood up into its head. Yep. Otherwise, the poor giraffe just passes out and falls over.
Yeah.
So they've got valves in their neck that basically allow the blood to sort of be trapped a bit and pushed on to the next.
So gravity can't bring it right back down into the chambers of the heart.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people realize that.
No, I mean, for an animal that I'm not very interested in, and I say that I'm not massively interested in giraffes. There's something about them that just, I don't know what it is. They don't grab me as much as a lot of other animals. I mean, they can't grab you; they've got hooves. But giraffes are a bit to me.
Anyway, if you stick a couple rocks around them, they won't move.
Oh, there you go. See. Yeah.
So, next question. Question number 10. What animal has the most teeth? You're probably thinking of either something from the sea or something carnivorous. And no,
they're partly carnivorous. Some of them.
Well, yeah, and also there are sea versions of this as well. But I mean, more kind of
chompy,
charismatic, I suppose.
Big and chompy.
But it's actually the snail.
Yeah. It's called a radula.
Yeah, but it was just on the tip of my brain how many there was, but I can't.
It's about 40,000.
40,000.
Essentially, a radula is like imagine your tongue being coated in small denticles, which are like teeth, basically. That's a bit of a trick question.
It's like their maw is built for scraping.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is if you can actually hear the scraping sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
In fact, a fun thing to do this time of the year, although I haven't seen very many around, go and find a snail out in the garden. If you've got a piece of glass.
What are you going to do to it?
Well, you're going to watch it. So what you want to do is find a piece of glass or a piece of plastic or something that's got algae on it, and then put your snail on it and watch it from underneath, and you'll see its mouth rasping as it goes up or down the glass, basically munching its way along. They're really incredible to watch. Or just put a piece of lettuce there, like flat on the glass, and you'll be able to get a good view of it.
Yeah.
So, number 11 was what insect can taste with its feet
and regrets it.
Well, I don't think it regrets it. I don't think most butterflies have a life that's that long. That's what we're doing. That only live for a month or something. I regret never having travelled all the way to Canada,
Stepped in some Canadian maple syrup.
There you go, see?
Instead, I stepped on someone's dog poo.
Wow. They will actually, ironically, they will come down and feed off dog poo for the simple reason that it's high in protein and water and things. That's why you occasionally see video of butterflies landing on things like crocodiles and going around their eyes because they're getting water.
Well, I can go, there are several different species that and even humans that eat eyes. So,
yeah,
different strokes for different folks. If you want to stand on
you go
and eat it through your feet, then have at it. I'd rather stick to my Cocoa Pops. Other cereals are available.
Now I'm just picturing you standing in a bowl of cereal. Delicious.
like I'm fermenting it, like wine.
Just get on to the final question.
The last question number 12, is what is the only marsupial living in North America? No one has answered this on YouTube, so you've all got it wrong and you've all lost, and you'll never know the answer now because I'm not giving it to you. That is the opossum.
Yeah, and that's specifically the opossum, the Virginia opossum.
Yeah, I didn't say the opossum. The opossum.
Because the opossums are, they're the original marsupials.
They are.
Not many people know that marsupials actually evolved in South America.
Gangster marsupials.
And then spread through Antarctica. All three were joined. And only when the Isthmus of Panama connected South and North America at I can't remember when, but it was long after Antarctica had split, is that the opossums moved north, and the Virginia opossum is the furthest north a marsupial has got. So, they're amazing things, really. The fact that they can play dead, they can be completely impervious to, I think it's
pain,
to rabies.
Their souls cannot be destroyed.
They can basically live with injuries that would down most other animals. They eat ticks.
They do?
Yeah, they keep the environment healthy.
And they bite people?
I mean, yeah, if you get close enough and just completely ignore it.
So poke it, see what happens.
Well, they're more closely related to Tasmanian devils than they are to the other possums that anyone living in Australia might be familiar with, which are your brush tails and your ringtail possums. They're more closely related to things like kangaroos and koalas than they are. Their teeth are completely different. They've got almost like rat teeth at the front and then molars at the back, but very, very different.
Much like things like wallabies and kangaroos that they're related to. Yeah.
Oh, and interestingly enough, there are more marsupials in South America than there are in Australia. More species there. So we think of marsupials as being purely Australian, but they are actually South American.
Yep.
And one that I definitely want to cover in the future is the yapok, which is the one that fishes with its hands and just sort of swims around, like trying to feel for things.
Yes, that is familiar. I am familiar with that. I don't know that name though.
I think it's the yapok. Yeah,
never heard that name.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's 12 questions. How did you do? Did you manage to get all 12? Oh, crikey. Hold that.
Yep.
Our live efforts are being weird. Oh.
Technical issues.
Okay.
Straining your neck to see what's going on there.
I don't know what happened there. But yes, so yeah, if you manage to get all 12, good on you, and you clearly know your nature. If you manage to get half of them, I think that's still pretty good.
Not bad.
They weren't the easiest questions, but they weren't the hardest questions.
And if you didn't get any, then you're a failure.
Now, speaking as someone who did education, that's not how you're meant to sort of, you're not meant to just, you failed.
Yeah, you get a U, which means ungraded. Not allowed to fail. We're offline. That's what it says. It's interesting. We're back online. Technical issues again.
Oh, it's all about the technical issues.
The point I was trying to make there was that this is new to us, as you can tell, technical issues. We usually pre-record our stuff, don't we?
That way we can edit out the mess-ups.
Exactly. So going live is something that's a bit alien to us, but expect more of this. We'll try and
more of the technical issues.
We'll try and smooth it out as we do it. But yeah, hopefully we have some fun ones in the future going on.
Yeah, we'll try a quiz in the future. If not, we'll try just other random things, I think, and go from there. But thank you, everyone, for joining us. Those of you who have joined us, thank you for having a go if you had a go. And, well, congratulations if you managed to get any whatsoever. So,
and if this is the first time you're seeing us, check out the main content that we've done over the years.
Should probably advertise that.
Yeah, we have been spotlighting different species of fauna and flora, extinct and extant, for the last 6 seasons. This is season 6. We also often get in interviews. Our Patreon supporters are currently enjoying an interview with. Am I allowed to say it on this? Or do we leave it as a mystery?
We'll leave it for a little bit.
Leave it as a mystery.
But it will be coming out on the main channel
next month, isn't it? So keep your eyes out for that. We also have another interview in the pipeline that's already recorded.
We've got some challenges coming up as well.
We've spoken to dog trainers, zookeepers, paleontologists, entomologists. Sorry, I always get the two confused. We've spoken to lion conservationists. We've spoken to otter conservationists, farmers that have introduced beavers onto their land. There's a lot. Reasons. Yeah. There's a lot of. When is it a wrong reason to introduce a beaver? There's lots of content out there. It's good fun stuff, and it's educational, but we try not to make it too heavy. So enjoy that, and we'll get better at the live stuff in the meantime.
As well, like I say, you can check out our Patreon, but also the T-Mail store as well, where you can get the wonderful merchandise which we are wearing. Shameless plug, we know, but that is also something that is there as well. So thank you for joining us here live, and we'll see you next time. So we're
going to kick you out the natural history cover now. Bye.
End the thing. You end that one, I'll end it.
Cheerio now.